What do you truly control in this life? Your career? Your relationships? Your reputation? Or perhaps it's just the illusion of control we cradle to sleep each night, like a child gripping a dream that's already slipping away. Let me tell you a story. A man, a quiet, competent man, wakes up to find that the company he built from nothing is gone. Not from failure of effort, but from a market crash, legal knots, and silent partners who vanished when the tide turned. That same afternoon, his partner says, "I can't do this anymore." Not with him, not with the weight he's become. And that night, standing on the skeletal steel of a bridge, he asks the question most of us never dare utter out loud. Was any of it ever really mine? And in a strange way, the ancient voice of a philosopher answers from across the centuries. A man named Epictetus, a slave, a cripple, a teacher, a soul free in ways most emperors never were. He says, "We are not disturbed by events, but by the views which we take of them." We believe that if we do everything right, study well, speak carefully, invest wisely, love generously, that life will reward us with control. But control is not a prize. It's a mirage, a narrative sold to us by systems that profit from our panic. The truth? Life is capricious. A gust of wind overturns a decade of preparation. A word misheard ends a lifelong connection. A heartbeat stops, and nothing is ever the same again. And in the ruins of certainty, we suffer. Not because life betrayed us, but because we thought it ever promised us anything. As Epictetus wrote, "It is not things themselves that disturb us, but our opinions about them." Born a slave in Phrygia, Epictetus had every reason to hate the world. His leg crippled, possibly broken by a cruel master, his freedom taken, his body owned, but his mind, never. He studied under Musonius Rufus, and when finally freed, he taught philosophy in a small, bare room. He owned little, wanted less, and spoke truths that echoed far beyond his time. For Epictetus, freedom was not circumstantial, it was internal. "No man is free," he said, "who is not master of himself." And so, paradoxically, the man in chains became the teacher of kings. At the center of Epictetus's thought is a radical simplicity. Some things are up to us, and some things are not. Most of our suffering, he argued, comes from confusing the two. You do not control whether someone loves you. You control whether you love with dignity. You do not control the world's judgment. You control the steadiness of your own conscience. You do not control your body's fate, but you do control your courage, your grace, and your will. Epictetus tells us, if you want to be free, desire nothing that depends on others. And suddenly, what once felt like loss begins to feel like liberation. Imagine this. You are criticized online, unfairly, viciously. You could retaliate, defend, obsess, spiral. Or you could pause, breathe, choose stillness, choose mastery. Or you lose the job, the title, the story you told yourself. Epictetus would ask, did you lose who you are, or just a role you were briefly cast in? The Stoic path is not cold detachment. It is warm discipline. It is choosing to live in the present moment with integrity, no matter the storm. First, say to yourself what you would be, he writes. and then do what you have to do. So, what do you truly control in this life? You control your intention, your actions, the architecture of your own mind. You control whether you live as a leaf in the wind or as a flame, small but unshaken. The man on the bridge? He did not lose everything. He lost a story and found the truth, that his peace, his character, his freedom were never in anyone else's hands. Epictetus reminds us, "You may fetter my leg, but not even Zeus himself can get the better of my will." And in that is power beyond empire. If this truth struck a chord, let it echo. Journal it, reflect, let it change not your day, but your way. You don't need to control everything. You only need to master one thing, yourself. And that is where all freedom begins. This has been Faded Notions, where lost wisdom finds new breath. Until next time, hold fast to what is yours, and let go of what never was.